You know what, Ne? I think this is like the third or fourth test run because I wanted everything to be perfect. And I realized 20 minutes into it, I will never get started if I don't shoot this video now. I've got errands to run in the next hour and a bit. The time now is 12:15. I have to be done at least by 1:30 so that I have like wiggling room to do other things. And besides, the Nigerian, I think she's Nigerian American author, actress, the list goes on. She did say that give draft one permission to be poor. I think she was referencing the fact that she was in the process of writing a book. She said that give draft one permission to be poor. And that mantra she's used to remove the pressure off herself for making sure that draft one is perfect. It's got all the right words, all of the right phrases and things like that. So just like, you know what? Get words on paper. Don't overthink it. Don't over edit. Just get words on paper and finish. And then draft two can be good. So I guess this is what I'm doing right now with this video. Draft one, I'm giving it permission to be poor. I don't know how I feel about that. But let's see how this is gonna go. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, my first video. I never thought I'd say those words because what on earth? And if you know me, you will know that I say what on earth literally at least 20 times a day because nyanike, what on earth? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zoluntu. My full name is, no, actually, we'll get to that very soon. Finally starting a YouTube channel. I don't know. It's a little cliche to say that a lot of people have been asking me, so when are you starting a YouTube channel? A lot of people probably being like 10 odd people from my WhatsApp because I've got a WhatsApp channel. WhatsApp would say a WhatsApp channel that there's a talent sense like WhatsApp content. But the nice thing that I like about WhatsApp is the fact that I could monitor who watched my videos. I could monitor who engaged. But on the other hand, though, YouTube, not so much. Also, again, there were many other things that made me not to want to start a YouTube channel. The obvious would be not feeling ready, not feeling like I have anything worthwhile to say. We'll do a whole video about that, okay? But today I just wanted us to do like a fun, get to know me type video. So let us get to the question. I'm using my brother's phone because I'm recording using my phone. So he was kind enough to borrow me phone and gave me his password. Okay, I've got a few questions. There's not a lot of questions. I don't know if I'll have time to answer all of them, but I will try to get through as many as I possibly can. I'm just gonna do like the random ones. I haven't even read a lot of those. So I asked people on my WhatsApp. Interestingly enough, the people who've been asking me to start a WhatsApp channel, I am judging you because you guys, I asked you to ask me get to know me questions and you didn't. So I also asked people on Instagram, which was a little scary to ask me questions. So like 5 or 6 people asked me questions on Instagram. And then somebody whose name I won't mention sent me a whole list of questions. She was like, I'm going to send you a list. I think they sent me like 6 questions or something, which I really appreciate. Let us start. Oh yes, let's start there. What is my name? My full name is Zibuyile iinkokheli Zoluntu. I'm a Xhosa girl, straight from Mthatha, proudly so. What does my name mean? The literal translation of my name is the communities or the nation's leaders have returned. I was born, which I think leads us to the next question, how old am I? I am 28. I often have to think about how old I am because I think after 21 I just stopped counting. But I am 28, turning 29 this year. Not sure how I feel about that just yet, but for now, it is what it is. So my name is Zibuyile iinkokheli zoluntu. I am 28. I come from Mthatha. I think let me remove this phone from power saving mode because it got after like 2 seconds. What do I do? Well, I'm a doctor by profession, currently unemployed, 2 years. This is my second year post community service. Currently unemployed because the state of affairs in South Africa is a little questionable, to say the least. But I think I'll do a separate video on that. But I am a qualified doctor, studied at UCT, might or might not share my UCT experience. Did my internship here in Cape Town, Grooteskies Hospital, might talk about that as well. And then I did my ComServe ePush, I call it ePush, but I did my ComServe in rural Mpumalanga, right at the border between Mpumalanga and Limps, in a small village town called Ekonhoek. That was quite an experience. What are my hobbies? I love hiking, because I live in Cape Town. I love hiking. I don't do it as frequently and as regularly as I'd love to. Not because of time, but because I don't want to do it alone for safety reasons. My other hobbies, I don't know if this counts as a hobby, but I love being in the kitchen, y'all. Even if I say so myself, I think I'm a good cook and I love baking. Yeah. Love languages. Is this referencing, like, what am I like referencing? Okay, so I speak fluent memory and acts of service, but my love language, I think top of the list would be quality time. Like, let us run errands together. Let us sit on the couch. We can have a conversation, but I also love not having the pressure to chat. So let us sit on the couch. Let us sit, like, keep me company while I cook. Keep me company while I bake. Let us go shopping together. Let us quality time. I love quality time. And then right after that, I know at the bottom of the pile is physical touch, like, give me my space, please. But so it's quality time followed by words of affirmation. Physical touch is at the bottom of the barrel, followed by gifts. So right in the middle, it would be acts of service. Yeah. Pet peeves. I've got quite a few of those. But I think the main one that has to do with my hobbies and things that I like. So when I'm cooking, kubone umuntu avule imbiza upheka engakhange akucele. Like, why? And the thing is, my family does that a lot. I won't drop names, but my family does that a lot. Like, umuntu angene ekitchen, upheka ntoni ntana kufanele kamnandi, and then avule. I can't pitch chance bandiphendule. Like, they haven't given me an opportunity to say, oh, this is what I'm cooking or whatnot. I just don't like that. And I think in December, somebody asked me why I don't like that. And it's difficult to like put words to it. It's difficult to explain why I don't like that. I just don't. So if ever we are cooking in the kitchen together, or you walk in and I'm cooking, please just ask for permission to open my pots. And more especially if I'm baking, because baking is very tricky. You don't just randomly open the oven up. You don't do that. Baking is a science. So if you open the oven while I'm baking and then you let the heat out, you're gonna make me mad. I've got many other pet peeves. Oh yes, the other one. I was thinking about it yesterday. You know when you're grocery shopping and you take something from the shelf and then you change your mind about it whilst you're busy doing the rest of your shopping, and then you don't put it back where you found it. You put it, like, say you took a fridge item and then you change your mind about the fridge item when you are in the dry goods, canned goods aisle, and then you put the fridge item in the dry canned goods aisle. People, please do better. Okay, because my list of pet peeves is just, it's never ending. Yeah, those irk me quite a little. Quite, yeah, not a little, quite a lot. A lot, is that a thing? I don't know. Anyways, so let us move on. What's your favorite place to live in and why? Or where would be the perfect place for you to settle down? That is very tricky because I am currently living and based in Cape Town, and I love being in Cape Town. Never thought I would come to Cape Town. Never wanted to set foot in Cape Town to live. Okay, no, let me rephrase. Never wanted to come to Cape Town to live here. I wanted to only visit. So when I came to study in Cape Town, that was quite a time for me. It was a difficult transition because I had no business in Cape Town. And when I came back after ComServe, it was also a bit of a challenge. So my current favorite place to live in is Cape Town, simply because we've got the perfect balance between the beach and the mountains. And there's lots of things to do in Cape Town, honestly speaking. But because I also lived in Mpumalanga, I loved Mpumalanga. Outside of work, we tried to do a lot with my housemates. Like, we can't say we didn't live our best lives. That's what we used to say all the time. Like each time we'd go, like come home after a call or after a long day, and we want to make an excuse to like do something fun. We'd go out maybe like on a weekend, and on our way home, like on the drive home, we'd be like, you know what? You can't say we did not live our best lives. So currently, Cape Town and Mpumalanga. I'll just generalize Mpumalanga because there are a lot of beautiful spots there. Even Limps, actually, but your Limps is very hot. I think that is my challenge. Where would be the perfect place for you to settle down? Later. Can you answer that one later? Yeah, please allow me to skip that on. If you are not a doctor, what other career would you love to pursue? Being a housewife, does that count? If my mom heard me say that, she always like gets frustrated when I say that. But honestly, guys, homemaking is a full-time job. I believe that with all my heart. But also, I'm good at quite a number of things. So if I wasn't a doctor, I would definitely be doing something that would be helpful to the community. I think I take after my name. I'm living up to my name quite a bit as I'm growing, especially because I've come to understand why my parents named me what they named me, and coming to discover what my purpose in life is, what God really like wants me to do and stuff. So whatever I'll be doing would be helpful to people. I know that's very vague, but there's no like specific occupation that I would be doing that I can think of from the top of my head. What's the biggest misconception you've heard about yourself? The biggest one, I got this a lot in varsity. And people like would later on tell me, once they get to know me, they would tell me, Yazike, my first impression of you was that you are very stuck up. Me, I guess because I was very quiet. I had a stint at Rhodes University, like 1 year stint at Rhodes University. I call it a gap year, very expensive gap year if you ask me, and my parents. But believe it or not, I was so quiet. I got an award at Res. I remember I was an Ellen Gray all-female residence. I got an award for being the quietest Res member. And I was not even there to collect or receive my award. I was like the true definition of a hermit. I remember the event was held at our Res, and everybody was hyped up to attend. It was like an end of year event, whatnot. And I had no intention to attend. I could hear the noise downstairs as the award ceremony was happening, and somebody came to knock on my door to drop off the certificate. And they knocked and knocked. And because I wouldn't answer, I was very much awake. Because I wouldn't answer, they slid a paper under my door and they left. And I got up from my bed, went to pick up the piece of paper, only to realize, Ubana, it is an award for being the most quiet. I can't remember what it says. I'll try to find the certificate and post a picture and show you what the award was. But the biggest misconception about myself is being stuck up, mostly because I was a very quiet, even growing up, I was a very quiet child. Yeah. But currently, I'm not very quiet. I think also my job has kind of forced me to be a little more expressive and vocal and social. My favorite pastime is sleeping, hands down. I love my sleep. I didn't sleep a lot during internship. Well, through med school, internship, ComServe, I didn't get a lot of time to sleep because of the nature of the degree and the work. But over the past year and a month, I realized that actually although I don't sleep for long hours, but I love good quality sleep. But other things besides sleeping, I love reading books. I love watching docuseries, true crime. I wouldn't call hanging out with my favorite people pastime. It's not pastime. I'm not trying to just J. That is very intentional when I do it. All right. Let's see. Next question. Firstly, I just want to say I wish I had known a lot more about purity in all its forms younger, so I wouldn't have to teach myself now. How has exposure to different environments and people impacted you in your faith? And also, is walking with God as easy as you make it look sometimes? Your mouthful. Where do I start? Okay, so I am a Christian, born again. Got saved quite young. I might also do a separate video. Also, you'll notice that I tend to digress a lot. But yeah, I'm a Christian, got born again at a very young age. So how has exposure to different environments and people impacted you in your faith? Because of that, I also so I got born again at a very young age. I was at a Christian school for primary, grew up in the church. So a lot of my influences come from that, and everything that I know is founded on the fact that not everything that I know, but everything that I do, the basis of it is the fact that I'm a Christian and I take that very seriously. But coming to Cape Town, I think growing up in Mthatha, it was a very sheltered life, very cocooned. So I didn't know much about other religions and things like that. So moving to Cape Town, being exposed to other religions has helped me become even more intentional and even more convicted about why I am a Christian. We'll talk more about that at a later stage. Is walking with God as easy as you make it look sometimes? Girl, thank you for the compliment. I don't know. It's not as easy. I don't even think that or realize that it looks easy, but it's not as easy as it looks. It's a beautiful journey though, let me say, but it's not as easy. Some days it's like we're coasting, but most days it's a daily process of dying to self. My blog is Zibuyile, iinkokheli, One Life. Yes, and ndibele tagline yeblog yam. My blog is Zibuyile, iinkokheli, one audit step, sometimes leap at a time. So me being a Christian is me dying to myself every day and living a surrendered life to Jesus Christ. And with that comes a realization that my life, it is not my own. So I need to live it as such. Wishing that you'd known more about purity. I think that's an entire video on its own. And I'm still figuring out my YouTube channel and the content and how we're going to navigate that. But that is a topic that we are going to have to cover in depth. Yeah. I'm sorry if I did not answer that question as adequately as you've hoped. I'll pop you a message just to explain, and then we'll talk about it in a different video. Okay, what's the one food item you can never say no to? Food item, mangoes. Yeah, mangoes. A meal that I could never say no to. Mvumo. Like, give me pork or namas any day. Yeah. What's the smallest thing someone could get you that would make you happy? Smallest thing. I think the Peter Pan was smallest thing. Does a bottle of perfume count as the smallest thing? Because there's no price tag to this. I love perfume so much. My favorite scent at the moment is Burberry Her. Love, love, love. But what's the smallest thing someone could get you that would make you happy? Being intentional about spending time with me. I think, yeah. What's the bravest thing you've done? The first thing was driving solo from Mpumalanga to Mthatha, then Mthatha to Cape Town. That is the first thing, with breaks in between, of course, like 30-minute garage stops, but like one-day trips. So from Mpumalanga to Epizana, in fact, it was about 900 odd kilometers, I think. And then from Mthatha to Cape Town is about 1,000 odd kilometers myself. So proud, Kesana. Second bravest thing is coming back to Cape Town when I had said that I am moving, and I moved everything out and I shipped it home. Have you ever had a friendship breakup? How was it? Does it count if it's not spoken? It's just like a natural drifting apart and a natural transition in the nature and dynamics of your relationship. I don't know if that counts as a friendship breakup. But if it does, if it happens gradually, well, in this case, like the one or two that I'm thinking of, it happened very gradually, like very, very gradually, to a point whereby it did not like hit very hard. But I often think about the people, the friends, and every now and again we comment on each other's statuses, pictures, like, you know, the usual, but we don't have like intentional time that we spend together. Yeah, it's sad, but I think also with growing up and having different priorities in life, yeah. That's an interesting question. Yeah. When did you decide you wanted to be a doctor? When I was 6. Yeah. The day that my grandmother died, that was when I decided I wanted to be a doctor. I was there, by the way. Did I immediately become a doctor? No. Did I want to try other things? Yes. But that was the day. What was your favorite thing about med school finishing? Guys, when I think about med school, what was my favorite thing about med school besides the fact that finishing? What was my favorite thing about med school? I think being introduced to different people and learning that I can be an independent young woman and still maintain my Christian values away from home. But med school in particular, I don't know. Although I don't want to be a surgeon, I really liked dissections. That sounds very creepy, but I liked dissections. What else did I like about med school? I can't say I liked the lectures. What else did I like? I'll have to think about it. But also, med school for me was a little bit of a traumatic experience, to be honest. So, from the top of my head, I cannot think about things that I like. How old were you when you started your personal relationship with Jesus? Well, I was quite young when I got saved. I was 10. I was in grade 5. But it was not serious like it is now. And also, like, although I had an understanding of what I was getting myself into, it was only when I think I turned 12, which was in grade 7, when I started being intentional about maintaining that relationship. Has it been rocky? Has it always been perfect? No. But the person was asking how old was I. Do you have someone who is your inspiration in your faith journey? Yeah, when I get my English started, I know finishing. Do you have someone who is your inspiration in your faith journey? Who and why? I have a handful, but if I were to pick, it would be Pastor Nomsa Phillips. Love her so much. And I'm not just saying that because she's our senior pastor at Rock Real Life Ministries, but if you know her, or if you know her, if you've met her, if you've heard her testimony, if you've watched or listened to her sermons, you would know that black is black, white is white. There's no mincing of words there. And if doing as the Lord says was a person, it would be her. I could go on and on and on, but I think her life, she has modeled, she has literally like walked the walk, and she has and is walking the walk and talking the talk. Guys, I could go on and go on, but yeah, if I were to pick one person, that would be her. Let us go. Okay, how and when did you learn makeup? How and when did I learn makeup? I was in varsity, med school. My home church is Rock Ministry, so I am based in Rock, Cape Town. And the girlies there don't play, okay? And I guess we take after our Mom Fundisi, Pastor Lindy. Shout out to you. I think, the girlies, they love beauty, they love fashion. So that's when I learned makeup and the odd YouTube videos. But a lot of it is trial and error too. So I learned it from the ladies at church and watching random YouTube videos and trialing and error, basically. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do whatever works for me, and it works. And if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it, but there's always room for improvement. What's one thing you'll forever be grateful for? The gift that is my family, that is my biological family, and the gift that is the local church. Highly, highly recommend being planted in a local church. Are you even going to respond to the questions? Okanye ungumntu omtsha kule nyaka? Very shady ke. This is my clinical partner. Very shady ke sana. New year, new me, who this? Here I am responding to the questions. Also, she's shading me because I think kwakudala naye esithi let me start a YouTube channel, and I would like attempt to like work on something and then deviate and never respond to it. So I understand why she asked me that. What drives and motivates Zibuyile? what drives and motivates me? It's the fact that I was created for purpose, on purpose, by a very intentional God. So I want to live my life as such. And also serving people and ensuring that their needs are taken care of, to a fault sometimes because I tend to overextend myself, but also aiding people in discovering, not that I have fully clocked on life and discovered what my actual purpose in life is, but also helping people discover themselves and explore their potential and things like that. Best place you've ever traveled to and why? I'm not well traveled, but I am hoping to travel very soon. Just a few things need to be in place before I can do that as much as I want to. But Mpumalanga, guys, okay, let's start with the Eastern Cape. Eastern Cape has got a lot of hidden gems. And I'm not saying that because I'm from there. Well, I am saying that because I'm from there, but a lot of people don't know that Mpumalanga has got hidden gems. Wait, hold up. Let me just quickly check if this thing is still recording because I've recorded a video before and it stopped in the middle. So let me check. We're still good. So Eastern Cape is a best place to travel, but also Mpumalanga and Limps. Guys, y'all didn't tell me. They don't call Mpumalanga the tourism hotspot of South Africa for nothing. If you are a nature lover, like you're not a big city lights person, I would highly recommend traveling to Mpumalanga and Limpopo. You could literally take, let's say, give yourself a minimum of 3 days, like a weekend, to explore. Like you can do a panorama, go up to Limbs, and then come back. There's so much you could do. And that there's places that I could recommend, like places to stay, like accommodation, places to eat. That place is beautiful. Oh my word, I cannot even explain it. You have to be there to experience it. What's the meaning of your name? And what sets your heart on fire? I think I've partially answered these questions. Zibuyile, iinkokheli zoluntu, the nations or communities leaders have said. My dad was into politics, still is. So being born post-apartheid, 1995, that's when leaders were coming back from exile and whatnot and whatnot. So I guess it would be nice if I had my dad to interview Ketana Yazi, to ask him about what inspired the name. But basically, like the explanation I've gotten from him was the fact that it was the excitement of finally the nation is going to have leaders that are going to be for the people, that are going to have the people's interest at heart. And they have come back to their rightful place, their inheritance. They've come back from a place of exile. I could say a lot, but it would be nice if I had my dad to interview. But peak is like thousands of kilometers apart. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? What is making you happy? This is very funny. I love this scale thing because we do this thing here at home where we ask my brother, Bana, how was your day on a scale of 1 to 10? And our responses would always start with it was a solid and then give a number. So 10 would be like best day ever, you can't top that. 1 would be like, yeah, no, this day shouldn't have happened. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy am I? I think happy is a very tricky word to use for me in my current season because it is very circumstantial. Like my mood is dependent, like it depends a lot on what is going on around me. But on the other hand, like I've got joy in my heart, deep down in my soul, all right? But on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy am I? This week, I am a solid, yeah, 7 out of 10 happy. What is making me happy? Currently, the fact that I am finally shooting this video that I've been postponing, but also the reason for my joy is the fact that regardless of my current situation, i.e., unemployment and the like, I know that God cares for me and about me affectionately. So you would have to read my blog, Zibuyile iinkokheli.com, a repertoire of lessons 2023 edition about God. I'll put the link somewhere. You'd have to read that blog in order for you to understand. Yeah. This question is Tapel. What makes your heart leap? I think I've kind of answered this question. Kind of, although vaguely. I'm also discovering things about myself. Second part of the traveling question, where would you like to travel to? I haven't traveled abroad, and God knows I want to travel abroad. But I also want to do like a road trip through South Africa. Like, I want to do that. But I want to travel abroad. What do you wish more people understood about you? That I'm actually a very nice person, yes. I'm very friendly. But also I like me time. My social battery, when it's there, it's there. But when it's depleted, it is depleted. And in as much as I can like sustain the hype and the energy, but when my social battery is gone, it is gone, and I cannot even pretend. I think that's it. Let me see. I think those are the questions. Anyways, thank you so much for sending through your get to know me tag questions. If there's any like other thing that you'd like to know about me that I didn't cover, or you're not happy with my answer, please, I'm really sorry. But I think in the next video, I'm going to share why I am starting a YouTube channel finally and what I'm hoping to achieve with this channel. It really is not what people might think it's going to be. It's going to be a little bit about everything. One thing about me is that I love and I'm good at, I love a bit of everything and I'm good at quite a number of things. For instance, I don't want this channel to be like a hair content channel. Although I've got an afro, I'm taking care of my natural hair and I've got like a few tricks and hacks to share, but it is not going to be like a natural hair channel. I'll throw that in here and there every now and again, but that is not the content. That is not my niche. I love playing around with beauty and makeup. I don't want to say fashion. I don't think like I'm a fashion girly, but I love that as well. But I'm not going to be doing like makeup tutorials. I might unintentionally do a makeup tutorial when I do like a get ready with me type video, but that is not the basis of my content. And then I love baking, I love cooking. So probably like everything else that my channel is not going to be focused on, I'm going to incorporate that into vlogs. But we're going to do like sit down style videos. And I've got like really exciting content. I'm intending on inviting people to join me, podcast style content, but with intentionality on career based content, the intersection between being a Christian and purpose and careers and things like that. I don't know how to explain it. I'll script something way too. Like one other thing that I wish people understood about me is that I feel more comfortable when I'm behind the screen typing and like translating my thoughts onto paper versus translating my thoughts on camera or in person, which is another thing I hated about network. I forgot. I hated asking because you'd actually have to speak, and I hate it. But here we are. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me go off for, I don't know, probably like 30, 40, 45 minutes, an hour, I don't know. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you're looking forward to seeing more content from me, albeit I've been a little vague about it, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can know and be notified when I upload a new video. Bosana, so my video stopped recording. Fortunately, I was right at the end. So this is just the outro, screams in storage space. I'm shooting using my iPhone 13, so I don't really have much storage left. But all I wanted to say was thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're going to like enjoy having me in these YouTube streets. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your favorite people, even the people that you don't really like. Just share, do the things. Hit the notification bell so you can get notifications each time I upload. And I will work on my consistency and then let you know my posting schedule. All right, bye.